So let's do a horn test. So this is a very steep incline. This air vent right here on your knees. So it just adds that additional ventilation. Hey guys, here we have the all-new Mitsubishi Xforce, and today we are going to be taking it for a walk around and also for a quick drive around BGC. Here is the key. I have it with me. So you have your lock, unlock, and your trunk release. When you unlock it, those are your turn signals together with your DRLs. Before we go for a drive, let's do a quick walk around of the exterior first. We can see the updated dynamic shield design up front, complemented by the T-shaped headlights, which are LEDs. I think this doesn't look like anything on the road today. And you have these nice character lines that runs across the hood. As you move towards the side, we can see the 18-inch wheels complementing very well to the side profile of the car, together with the contrasting roof line. You can also see some very sculptural details on the sides as well. And if we move at the back of the Xforce, we can see the integrated spoiler back there, and the overall aesthetic and graphics of this car is very similar to the front. So you have the T-shaped taillights right there, similar graphics, and all LED as well. So the overall design is very wide and very sporty. Let's climb in the back seat of the Xforce. Getting in is fairly easy because of the wide doors. Close the doors. Very solid. The seats can be reclined by pulling this tab. That's a fairly decent angle for a recline. And this is set to my driving position. I have tons of legroom, tons of footroom. There are actually a lot of space underneath the footwell, so you can place hidden items back under there as well. As for headroom, I have decent amount as well. I have this much of headroom. The rear doors don't have that same soft touch material as in the front, so it's kind of a hard plastics back here. The armrest is still padded. You have your coaxial two-way Yamaha speaker right here. You have a nice amount of storage cubby right there as well on the door. Rear passengers are also treated to air vents and a USB Type-C and a USB Type-A inputs. This is standard on every trim, so currently we are in the GLS variant. This is what the interior looks like of the GLS. So you do miss out on the adaptive cruise control right there and the melange fabric, but it is replaced with a soft touch leather material instead. Still get the driving modes right there, electronic parking brake and whatnot. The armrest, center armrest, is quite funky because you have to pull this and fold it down like this, and it reveals two cup holders, but then you have a pass-through back here for your cargo. But yeah, this is also your armrest. As I scooch over to the middle, I have fairly enough foot room back here because the floor is also quite flat, so I can sit here properly. I also have enough headroom, and sitting three abreast here can be doable. The car is fairly wide as well. So yeah, let's check out the cargo space. So the GT variant comes with a hands-free power tailgate. The GLS doesn't. So this is the cargo capacity for the Xforce. You have a full-size spare underneath, and you have a two-level cargo floor right here, so you can have a higher floor area so that when you fold the seats down, the cargo floor is nice and flat. But if you want more space, you can pull it down some more, and it is fairly easy to use. Just slide it like that, and there you go. Seats fold down 40, 40, 20, and you have a seat belt here for the middle passenger. You have a halogen light right here. This slot right here is for your tonneau cover. You have to close the boot, just press this close button right there. This is the GT model. Stand inside. Getting in is fairly easy thanks to its ride height, and the doors open nice and wide. Doors sound closing. Very solid. So to start the car, just have the key inside the vehicle, press your foot on the brake, and hit this conveniently located start-stop button. There are nice animations when you turn on the car. So to turn on the air conditioning, you have a fan speed button right here. This is a dual zone automatic climate control with your Nano X air purification system. Steering wheel adjustment, it is tilt and telescopic. So you have a 3-spoke design, leather wrapped with perforations on the side. On the left you have your radio controls and your multimedia functions. On the right you have your adaptive cruise control, and you have automatic windshield wipers as well as automatic headlights. So you have a lot of functionalities within this 12.3 touchscreen infotainment.
You can also personalize the background.
Okay, so the wallpaper.
Yes, if you have videos or
so you can choose like your own wallpaper.
You can customize your
That's
own
cool.
wallpaper.
It feels nice to the touch. It's very soft, and it adds that premium feel throughout the cabin. And again, being a melange fabric, you don't have to worry with the stains. You have these nice slim air vents here providing cool air, and you have ambient lights throughout the cabin. So you have ample storage here with the wireless charger, USB-C input, and the USB-A. You have an 8-speaker Yamaha surround sound. Then you have your start-stop, your driving modes.
We have 4 different drive modes. So we have normal, wet, and gravel.
That is
wet,
very
gravel,
interesting.
and mud. Sorry.
Okay, so if you're gonna take this on, some light off-roading, because this is still a front-wheel drive car, you can easily set your driving modes there. But now let's stick to normal. You have an electronic parking brake with auto hold function, a traditional gear selector, no paddle shifters here. You have an overdrive button right there. This is a CVT. You have 2 cup holders, and the center console, interestingly, it has drinks right now because it is actually a chill box as well. So there's a knob here that you can twist to let in cold air inside. Center console is also nicely padded, and overall the build quality feels really solid. And you have this floating style design to the center console, so you have more storage nooks down here. And yeah, let's go ahead and take it for a drive. Another interesting feature that I noticed is that in the 8-inch display, digital display for the driver, you can see the car brake its lights and whatnot, so it's an active view of the car. So let's put it to drive.
So Mitsubishi Xforce also have ADAS. So we have adaptive cruise control, we have rear cross traffic alert, we have forward collision mitigation. Also this also equipped with active view control.
Oh,
active view control, the technology starts
isn't that with the Evo?
Evo, sir.
Oh, okay, so it has this. Off the line, city driving, it's very smooth. So it's very smooth, the CVT shifts. So this is a very steep incline. Goes through this incline with ease. The engine is smooth as well. Can kind of hear the engine inside the cabin in higher revs. So let's give it some juice here. More CVT characteristics right there. So I figured this transmission is built more for comfort and city driving. Under the sun, you can easily still see the 12.3-inch touchscreen right here. It displays information very nice and crisp. So you have your various displays right here, so you can choose your adventurous display, your reliable, responsive, so your torque, acceleration, or like a G-force meter, and your fuel economy. Here you have your steering and your brake, accelerator inputs. Visibility, I love how the hood is high and you can see the curves of the hood, so you can easily see your corners. Side mirror is also large, great for seeing on your blind spots. It also has a blind spot warning for the GT variant.
Most GLS and GT have active view control features.
Okay, it's nice that they have it standard. Steering is light, but there's a good feel to it as well. Soaks up the bumps pretty well. Okay. And what I love about the driving position of this car is that you sit up high, so it does feel like a proper crossover. It rides like a sedan or a hatch, but then the driving position of this car, it's very high, so you can easily see your surroundings and you have that confidence when tackling like rough terrains and whatnot. You can also see your eco score right here on how fuel efficient you're driving. But let's stick to the avionics side of the system, because this is a very interesting and detailed system. You don't see this feature on a lot of vehicles today. You have your brake percentage on the throttle or on the pedal, your coolant temperature, fuel injection timing right there as well. I mean, for the average consumer, would they care? But Mitsubishi gave that information anyway, because they wanted to market this as a driver's car. You have the active yoke control as standard, the Montero inspired shock absorbers, no? There's a decent pull to the engine. Oh my god, well, U-turn yan. So let's do a horn test. Oh. It's like every other Mitsubishi. Or it sounds like the ones in the Montero. Another feature that I love, and I hope it can come back on most vehicles, is this air vent right here on your knees. So it just adds that additional ventilation inside the cabin. You have this nice padded door armrest here as well, a floating console style for the window switches with intricate details. You have power folding mirrors as well. So it also notifies you if the vehicle up front has moved. Another benefit of the auto hold function is that when you're in stop and go traffic or in stoplights like this, you don't need to put the car in neutral anymore. Visibility throughout. There's a quarter window right there on the C pillar, so blind spots are a bit lessened there. and it soaks the bumps really well. Although the engine, you can hear it on higher RPMs again, as I said. So let's check out some of the features here on the driver's display. So display type, you can actually change your gauges. You can have a full display here. So now I have it in my nav and it just shows the speedometer, no more tachometer if you're into that kind of display. Oh, you have your active, okay. There you go. Still pretty easy to maneuver here in this parking space. Now it's time to park the Xforce. Put it in reverse. The backup camera automatically engages and you have guidance lines so that you can easily center the vehicle. Also has rear cross traffic alert and a parking sensor. Easily can do it in one take. Put a parking brake and park. Okay guys, that was a POV drive of the Mitsubishi Xforce. To turn off the vehicle, just press the start stop button again and it turns off, and you can see a summary of your eco score and your driving style as well. Okay guys, that was a POV drive and walk around of the Mitsubishi Xforce. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified once I upload a new video. This has been TJ. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.